In today's review we have the new iteration of the Moza Aircross series, the Moza Aircross 3. And yes, I have been using it the last couple of weeks and I went out to test and shoot with it and test some of the features. We will make an unboxing, in-depth review and understand if this gimbal is made for your production. And yes, my colleague was using the Aircross 3 for the first time, so I was actually filming BTS so he can understand more and understand from the first time of usage on what this gimbal does and actually if it's better than his Crane 2S that he's using all the time. As you know, I was a really long time user of the Moza Black and White edition of the Aircross 2. So this is an actual completely new design. I will be talking about it and comparing also some of the features on the Aircross 2 and what's kind of left behind or what's improved in the third edition. And yes, I know a lot of Moza gimbal stuff because I'm using them just from the beginning of time and actually just from the beginning of Moza production at around 2015, and I was using all the iteration and versions from them, so I can tell something about it. First of all, they have gone away with the flashy wheel design. And actually in this iteration we don't have an actual follow focus or zoom wheel. There is the Pro package that actually gives you the eye focus control wireless module with the wireless follow focus system motor. I'm not sure if this is actually a good thing. So we are losing the focus wheel. Well, maybe it's actually designed for mirrorless cameras that offers a great autofocus and they left the wheel behind. The other great thing on this gimbal is actually they have improved the battery power. Actually the battery is bigger and it will be lasting up to 19 hours of normal usage. And yes, I can confirm it, I was using it a whole day and actually just charged it 2 days ago and using it yesterday and today, and the battery still shows full. So I'm completely confident that they stated 19 hours battery life is more than enough for everybody, because well, on a complete shoot day you will be not shooting more than 19 hours. The weight capacity from the Aircross 2 to the Aircross 3 have been left the same, and it has an 3.2 kilo of capacity to hold on the horizontal plate. They have made a new folding transformable design to be used as an sling mode operation or an dual handle mode. You have to just unlock it with this knob. This will scale down the footprint of the gimbal and make it really small to fit even a smaller camera backpack when carrying it around. They have added also 2 cold shoe mounts on both sides. Sadly, there isn't anymore an 1/4 shoe mount on the back. On the bottom handle part, they have added an 1/4 mount for your dual handle option. One thing that I'm noticing lately from every gimbal manufacturer, switching from a complete metal built tripod to a plasticky one. And I can confirm that this is not so sturdy like a metal one from the Moza Aircross 2, Air 2S and other iterations of gimbal. Well, I don't like it, but it will hold pretty good, but just don't put a lot of weight and press down because it will snap easily. The gimbal in the Pro version offers also an AI module that you attach from this side and will get an actual AI tracking. I didn't got the Pro version, so I will skip this part. They have made also some good things, and the first one is the actual plate. It's now meeting actually the standard Manfrotto 501 or that plate that actually meets all the other standards for my series tripod and any other tripods that use this kind of longer version. And now it's longer and it's easier to switch your camera to other tripods or stands where you are using your camera in multiple ways. On the bottom part of the tilt you have another 1/4 mount. The power button is on the left and on top of it there is the USB-C charging port, and yes, you can charge it while using it, so you can actually even prolong your time of shooting if 19 hours isn't enough for you. The joystick mode button and record button are on the front. You will be presented by an OLED screen that have less customizable features than the Aircross 2 or Air 2S. Battery sign, camera connection and Bluetooth connection. Mode switchable with the M button, like pan tilt, pan, FPV and Inception mode. Long pressing to the M button, you will enter a simplified menu system. Camera selection for the cable. Auto-tune function or manual power adjustment for all the axes. Joystick sensitivity or reverse. Manual position, UART expansion port, level the horizon, and system settings like language and reset with the about of it. For the other fine-tuning, you will be having to enter the Moza Master app on your smartphone. But even in the Moza Master app, they have actually left over some of the basic settings that I always like to fine-tune. The filter motor and the deadband option. The only settings that are available in the Moza Master app are the follow speed and nothing else. On the other hand, the stabilization while walking and actually fast walking isn't bad, and out of the box this gimbal feels just like fine-tuned for my taste. But I would love to fine-tune it even more with these settings. Maybe a software update will help this out and it can be solved like easily. And also with a software update, insert these settings here just like the Moza Air 2S or Aircross 2, because I don't want to enter the app every time I want to fine-tune something. I went out for a basic test and this is the result. I was never a fan of a low-angle sling mode filming, and for my test, this gimbal will be always in the normal upright position. Most of the times I film with out-of-focus lenses on my Sony a7S III, and I really don't need any follow focus wheel. But yes, if you need a follow focus motor and actually if you have a manual lens, you will be having to get the Pro version with eye focus and the follow focus wireless controller. Well, this is what you get with the Moza Aircross 3. The weight of it is kind of the same as the Aircross 2, and I think this is kind of a better build quality. Another thing to note is actually the horizontal plate does not have enough of more space when mounted with a Sony a7S III or A3 camera. So beware of the Blackmagic, this will not fit the Blackmagic, and some larger camera bodies will kind of not fit on this gimbal. Yes, the 3.2 kilo weight is substantial, but just have in mind that. I have some kind of mixed feelings about it. But yes, I always like to refer to Moza and every other gimbal manufacturer, and some improvements can be made just like a soft future update with a firmware and everything smooths out really well. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, I will be happy to answer them all. Until my next one, thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with the bearing icon so you get notified every time I make a new video, and see you very soon on my next one.